Hi dear students, welcome back to computer science class. We have already started learning our second chapter, Python programming fundamentals, and in our previous session we have gone through variables and different types of data types and some other components. So we are continuing with the same topic today as well. Okay, so just before adding to today's topic, let's have a quick revision of last day's topics. It was all about variables, okay, variables and types, and we have created number of variables and made use of those variables to perform operations. Then three components: id, type, and value. Okay, then division, data type division. Then we have gone through number. Okay, there are three subdivisions: integer, float, and complex. Then string, a group of characters. Okay, then boolean, either true or false, and finally none, what used to signify the specify the absence of any value. Okay, so we are continuing the same topic. As we know, variable is a name storage location, or we can say it's a container that stores a value, right? X equal to 3, that means X is the variable name that stores the value 3, and we can say what equal to is assignment operator. It is right associative. That means in the case of X equal to 3, what actually happens is the value 3 is assigned to X. That means the value at the right side of equal to assignment operator is assigned to what? The variable X. So it's a name storage memory location. Why do we need a variable actually? What is the reason for creating a variable? Anyway, the value will be stored somewhere, right? Even if you are writing 3, it will be stored somewhere. But the problem is that place or the value cannot be accessed directly or easily. So when you store a value and having a name, you can easily access the value using that name, right? Just by making use of the name X, you'll get 3, the value 3. Otherwise, you'll have to know the internal memory address of that, what the place where we store 3. So it won't be that easy to find out the internal memory address. Of course, we cannot manipulate using internal memory address. It will be a very difficult task. So that is the reason why we create what? The variable name. Okay, X equal to 3. It will be very easy for us to access the value 3 using X. Okay. Another method I've told you, we need what? The actual internal memory address to get access to what? The value 3. Okay, when you write simply 3, so it will not be a flexible solution, a feasible solution, of course. So that is why we are creating a variable. Okay, so we know what a variable is. Variable is simply a container. Okay, container storing some value. That's it. So today we have the first topic, type. We know type is a function because we have parentheses. Okay, you can see this parenthesis. So type, you know what, actually there are three components associated with that variable: id, value, and its type. Yes, so here type comes as a component, as one of the components. Okay, then it's to determine the type of a variable. Type means data type, of course, the type of value a variable may hold in a programming language. That is what actually data type is, right? What type of value does it hold? That's what type is. What type of value does it hold? That means integer, floating, complex, or str means string, or boolean. Okay, yes, so these are the different types. So let's have an example, okay, showing all the types of data types. Yeah, so here first one is we are making use of the interpreter interactive mode. Okay, then type of 10, we are writing type of 10. Here type is a function, and 10, what is 10? 10 is an integer value. So here will be what? This will be the result of this statement. Okay, after executing type of 10, you'll get class int. You know, it's in angle brackets. Okay, class int is in quotes. It specifies what? 10 belongs to class int. So we get it. 10 is an integer value. That's it. Or 10 belongs to the type int. Then second one, type 8.2. You know, 8.2 is of course a floating point value, right? So it shows class float. Okay, it belongs to the class float. Yes. Then type 22 by 7. Of course, the result is what? Floating point, right? So class float. It shows class float. Okay. Then you can see type 22 by 7 in quotes. Okay, hope you identify the difference between type of 22 by 7 and type of 22 by 7 in quotes. Here type of 22 by 7 gives you class float as a result, but type of 22 by 7 in quotes, it becomes a string. Anything we include in quotes will be treated as a string. You know that, right? So class str will be the result. Then type of minus 18.2, you know, it supports both minus negative value and positive value. So minus 18.5, it's also a floating point value. You can see this. Yeah. Class float. Okay, then type of hello Python, you know what actually it is? Type of hello Python. Hello Python is in quotes, and we have a space to separate hello and Python. Okay, it's allowed. Yeah, then it shows class str. It's a string. Okay, then type of true. Actually, what is the type of true? It is class bool. It's boolean, right? It belongs to class boolean. Please note one thing, it's not in quotes. Okay, the type of true is not in quotes. True is not in quotes. When you write true in quotes, what happens? It will be of string type, right? Yes, it's not in quotes. It's simply what type of true. Then the result will be class bool. Okay, then type of 8 greater than 5, it's also bool, right? It returns either true or false. Yes, 8 is greater than 5, so it returns true. A true is a value belonging to bool. Okay, so this is how we can work with one of the ways to work with type function. Type function is used to return the type of a variable. Okay, that means the data type. What type of value does the variable hold? Does it hold? Okay, and we have seen integer, floating, then what string type and boolean type. Yes, okay, let's move on. We have another method. In our previous session, we have directly given values, right? Type of 10, type of 8.2. We have directly passed the values. The actual values being directly passed to the function type. But here we are following another method. Okay, x equal to 10, type of x. What is the difference? In the previous method or an approach, we have directly passed the value, that is type of 10. But here it is, we are storing the value 10 in variable x, and we are passing that x to type function. Okay, indirectly passing, right? Yes, first we are storing the value in a variable, that is what x equal to 10 is. 10 will be stored in x, then we are passing that x to the function type. Okay, it's just like what type of 10, but we are doing it indirectly. Okay, we are storing the value in a variable and we are passing that value to type function. So it shows what class in. Actually x, the value of x is 10, so it's what it belongs to class int. Okay, yes. Then x equal to high, print x high, print x high. Okay, x is a variable storing high. Okay, it will be, x is a string type variable. Then print x, of course print is a function to print something, so here it is high. Then type of x, what is x? X is a string variable that stores the value high, so type of x prints class str. Okay, then we have xyz equal to hello, w equal to 18, pi equal to 3.14, then c equal to 3.2 plus 1.5j. Okay, then type of xyz, what is type of xyz? That is hello. The type of hello, that is str. Okay, then type of w stores an integer value, so it shows class int. Then type of pi, it's a floating point value, right? 3.14 is a floating point value, so it prints float, class float. And finally z equal to 3.2 plus 1.5j, it's a complex number, of course, so type of c, that prints what that gives you the result, class complex. Okay, so these are the different ways of applying type. Okay, the first method, in the first method, or using the first method, we can directly pass the value, that is type of 10, type of 3.2, type of 2, all those kind of things. Okay, and in the second method, we store the value in a variable and we pass that variable to the function type. That's it. Have you get it? Right. Moving on. Yeah, value of a variable. Okay, we have already completed type of the variable, that's the first component of a variable, and here the second component, that is value of a variable. Okay, value of a variable, of course all entities are referred to as objects as well. Okay, object as well. Yeah, then here you can see use assignment operator, that is what equal to sign is. Okay, x equal to 3, y equal to 3, y equal to 2. Okay, yeah, it's called assignment operator. Then the process is called, this process is called building of a variable. Okay, this process of assigning a value to a variable is called the building of a variable, creating a variable, that's it. Yeah, then the assignment operator, match equal to 87, print match, it prints 87, right? Here match is a variable name and equal to is assignment operator and 87 is the value. And what happens is the statement match equal to 87 is the value 87 will be assigned to match, right? The value 87 is assigned to match because it is right associative. The value at the right side of assignment operator is assigned to the variable left side. Okay, yes. Then number 1 equal to 100. What is it? Number 1 equal to 100. Number 1 is a variable name, right? Number and 1 are separated using underscore. It's permitted, right? Okay, it's permitted. Then number 1 equal to 100. 100 will be assigned to number 1. Yes. So here we can say we have a statement. Okay, it's an important statement. L value equal to R value. Okay, the L value here. We can take number 1 equal to 100 as an example. Okay, then let's connect this L value equal to R value to this number 1 equal to 100. Which one is L value? Number 1, of course, right? And what is R value? 100. L value equal to R value. That is what actually a variable assignment is, right? Number 1, here is L value. L value means location value. Okay, location value, and 100 is the real value, the actual value. That's it. Okay, here number 1, that's a variable name, and that itself is a location value, the place where it is stored. The value 100 is stored. and R value stands for real value. Okay, real value means the actual value. That's what 100 is, right? So R value is assigned to L value. The real value is assigned to the location value. That's it. The real value stored in the location value. Okay, yes. Then you could see this x equal to 3. We have some variables. Okay, variable assignments. Yeah, x equal to 3, and then x stores the value 3. You know that. Then y equal to 3. What happens with y? Actually, we have a variable. We have an existing variable x with the value 3, and y equal to 3. What happens with y equal to 3? Yes, we have already a variable x points to 3, right? Then y is also pointing to the same 3. Hope you get the idea, right? Initially, we have a variable x that stores the value 3, so x points to 3. Okay. Then we have the second variable y. Y is also having the value 3. Okay, it's assigned with the value 3. And what happens with the value 3 is both x and y both are having the value 3. So what happens here in Python is both x and y points to 3. Okay, to a single value. Both x and y points to the single value. Okay. Then y equal to 2. What happens? We know x points to 3, x is having the value 3, and y points to 2. Okay, we are changing the value of y to 2. So now y is not pointing 3 to 3, y is having another value, a different value, that is 2. Okay, yes. And you must note this point. Okay, yes. Initially x stores 3, so x points to 3. Again, we are creating a variable y, and it's having assigned with the value 3. So what happens is x and y points to the same value 3. Okay, when you modify to 2, the value 5 to 2, y points to 2. That's it. Okay, yes. Here x equal to 3, y equal to 3, y shall be pointing to x only. Yes, that's the point. Okay, y shall be pointing to x only. Why? Because x is having the value 3, so y is also having 3, so y actually points to x, because x is having the value its own value, meaning x is also having y's value, right? So both points to the same value. Y shall be pointing to x only, not to a different value, not to a different location. Okay, y itself is pointing to x because x and y's values are same, right? So y is not allotted with a different memory location for storing 3. It will be pointing to the existing 3 of x. Okay, yes, copy it. Y equal to 2, assigned another value 2. Okay, so this is what actually value of a variable is. Then we can go for multiple assignments. Okay, yes, there are two ways to perform this multiple assignments. One is multiple values to multiple variables. Second, same value to multiple variables. Okay, multiple values to multiple variables and same value to multiple variables. Let's look at same value to multiple variables first. Okay, we have already done x equal to 30, right? Yes, only one assignment, x gets the value 30, but here you can see total marks equal to count equal to 0. It's what same value is assigned to multiple variables, right? Total marks equal to count equal to, both total marks and count are variables and both are getting the value 0. Multiple values or multiple variables are getting the same value. Okay, then just like what, x equal to y equal to 10, both x and y are getting the value 10. That's it. Then multiple values to multiple variables. Yeah, here we have the first variable message, then day, then time. Message comma day comma time equal to meeting comma month comma 9. Okay, yes. What happens with the statement? Meeting will be assigned to MSG, month will be assigned to day, and 9 will be assigned to time. Okay, we know meeting is a string type, so message is a string variable. MON is also a string type, so day is also a string variable. But yes. Okay, 9 is also a what string type because it's in const. So day is what time is also a string type. Okay, yes, with different values. So multiple variables. Here message, day and time are multiple variables assigned with multiple values. Meeting is a value, month is another different value, different kind of value, and 9 is another one. Okay, and but here you could see what total marks equal to count equal to 0. What all variables assigned the same value 0. Okay, then x equal to x comma y equal to 2 comma 3. X will be assigned with 2 and y with 3. Y with 3. Okay, so it's another flexibility of Python programming. We can assign same value to multiple variables and different values to multiple variables. Okay, yes. So let's have some more example. X comma y comma z comma p equal to 243 34.5 and Vinay. Okay, 2x 42y 34.5 to z and Vinay to p. That's it. Okay, and when you print it will be printed in what parenthesis. Okay, then x plus y print 42, x minus y minus 30, of course. Then a equal to b equal to c equal to minus 55. A, B, and C prints what? Minus 55, minus 55, minus 55. It's an example for same value to multiple variables, right? Then A plus B plus C minus 165. Hope you get it. Multiple assignments. Okay. Yes. Moving on, variable names. Variable names. Okay. Actually, we have to follow some syntax or grammatical rules while coding. So that's what here we refer to as syntax, right? So at the time of defining a variable, creating a variable, we have to follow a set of rules, or we can say syntax. And these are the 6 specific points, and these are very important for you because there will be questions directly asking from this portion, okay? Which all what things to be taken care of while defining a variable name, okay? Or there will be what you'll have some names, okay? And you have to mention it is valid or invalid, okay? Yes. So these are the points. Must start with an alphabet, caps or small, or underscore, okay? That is, variable name must be started with an alphabet. It can be in capital, or it can be in lowercase, or it can also start with underscore, because underscore is also treated as an alphabet, okay? Yes. Then can contain spaces. Of course, it cannot contain, okay? It cannot contain spaces, because that means like roll number. When you consider roll number, we cannot have what space in between roll and number, okay? It will be invalid. Instead, you can connect these two, either roll number as a single word, or you can separate it using underscore, okay? Roll underscore number is also permitted, or we get it, but roll space number is not permitted, because it's against the syntax. So either you can write roll number together, or you can separate it using underscore, roll underscore number, okay? Then can have any number of letters, digits, and underscore. Of course, roll 1 is possible, right? Name 1 is possible, but one name is not possible, because it's not it must start with an alphabet, okay? Then keywords cannot be used, because keywords are already reserved words, okay? These are called reserved words. These are already taken for some other purpose, so we cannot use keywords for naming identifiers, or we can say variable names. Variables are identifiers, we know that, right? Variables are also called identifiers, because these are used to identify something. When we write roll number, it's used to identify roll number. We will store roll number in that roll number. We will not store name or marks in roll number, right? Yes. Then case sensitive. It is case sensitive. Name and name are different. Of course, we know that name is in caps and name is in lowercase. Okay, these are different. Okay, it's case sensitive. Python is a case sensitive language. We know that. Yeah. Then must be an indication of what they are used for. Yes, that's what I've already mentioned. Okay, in roll number, when you create a variable name roll number, we will store roll number in that name, because name is an indication of what we store in, okay, that particular variable, right? It must be an indication of what they are used for, so these are the things, and these are the points to be taken care of while defining, while naming a variable, okay? Must start with an alphabet, can have underscore, okay? Cannot contain spaces, can have any number of digits, letters, or underscore. Keywords cannot be used. It's a case sensitive. Name and name are different, and must be an indication of what they use for. Okay. Then we have some valid variable names. Unit per day, unit per day. These are 3 words, and these are connected using underscore. Yes. Then age, of course, it's valid. Amount is valid. Okay. A24 is also valid. 024 are digits. Okay. A24 is also valid. Yes. Now let's look at invalid names. 3D graph. Is it possible? No, because it violates the first rule, right? It must start with an alphabet. So it's not starting with an alphabet. It's starting with a digit. So it's invalid. But graph 3D is possible. Then roll underscore number. No, sorry. Roll hash number. No special characters are permitted. Okay. Only one special character is permitted, that is underscore. It can be what? Roll underscore number, but it cannot be roll hash number or roll under what dollar number. Okay. Any other symbol is not permitted. Okay. Then first name. What is the problem with first name? We have space. Space is not allowed. Then DOB, dot is not, or it's also not allowed. It's a special character, right? Then while. What is the problem with while? While is a keyword. Keyword cannot be used. Keyword also cannot be used. So these are some of the valid names and invalid names. As I've already told you, there will be questions directly or indirectly from this portion for your board examination. Okay, for your +2 board examination. So you must learn all these points. Okay, yes, you could distinguish valid and invalid names. Okay, yes. Then we have an example. We have a program to input 2 numbers and find their sum. Okay, to input 2 numbers and find their sum. And here this will be the first big program for us. Okay, yes. a lengthy program, of course. Yeah, then we can see what n1 equal to input of enter the first number, n1 equal to eval n1, then n2 equal to input of enter the second number, n2 equal to eval n2, sum equal to n1 plus n2, sum of two numbers is sum, product n1 into n2, then print product of two number prod. Okay, let's explain this. It's a very simple program, but you could see new terminologies, of course. Okay, input and eval are new to you, right? Yes, and in our previous programs we have seen it's just like n1 equal to 10, n2 equal to 10, then sum equal to n1 plus n2, something like this, right? But here it is we are using making use of two functions, input and eval. Okay, input is a function. Okay, input is a function. From the term itself you could I think you can expand it, right? Input is a function to input a value, dynamic. There are two programming approaches, static and dynamic. n1 equal to 10, it's a static program, right? But n1 equal to input of enter the first number, it's a dynamic program. In n1 equal to 10, we are giving the value for n1 at the time of coding. That's what static programming is, right? But here it gets privilege to the user to input value after getting the result, after getting the output, right? You'll get the privilege, you'll get the right. So it's dynamic programming. Okay, this approach is called dynamic programming because user is getting a privilege to input value to the variable after getting the result. Okay, so this is actually preferred, yeah, preferred kind of programming. So n1 equal to input of enter the first number. Okay, what happens is after executing your program, enter the first number will be displayed, and you can it will ask you to enter a value. Okay, you can enter any value, so that value will be assigned to n1. For example, we are inputting 10. Okay, so 10 will be assigned to what, n1. But at present input takes the value as string. Okay, input take value, any value as a string. Okay, what if it is 10, 10 will be taken as a string. Okay, 20.5 string, and your name Atul is a string. Yes, anything will be taken as a string, applying input function. So actually we are performing some operations, right? Sum equal to n1 plus n2, a product equal to n1 into n2. So it must not be a string, it must be an integer value, because plus can perform what on, mainly on. Okay, mainly on, because if we do perform what, arithmetic operation, right? Yes, so it must be an integer value. So eval function is used for converting n1 to integer value. And now n1, the value 10 is as a string, so it should be converted to integer type, right? So that is why we apply eval function, eval n1. So n1 now becomes an integer value. Hope you get it. Input function takes anything as a string. That's the first point. Okay, so here we have operations like plus and multiplication, addition, multiplication. So the value must be an integer type. So just after inputting the value as a string, the value 10 to n1, we have to convert that string value 10 to integer value 10. That is why we have used the function eval. That's it. The same way you can initialize n2 also. Okay, input enter. Okay, so initially we are in, okay, suppose we are inputting 20, so 20 will be a string, and we have to convert it to integer type. That's why we are applying what, eval function. Okay, so now we have 20 in 10, what, 20 in n2. We have integer value 10 in n1 through eval n1, and we have integer value 20 in n2 using eval n2. Okay, now you are performing, you can perform sum equal to n1 plus n2, 10 plus 20, 30. So print sum of two numbers, yeah, will be printed as such. Okay, because it's in quotes. Then sum 30 will be printed. Okay, the same way we are performing another operation, product. Okay, n1 into n2. Okay, 10 into 20, 200. So product of two numbers is, okay, what, prod. Product of two numbers will be printed as such, and prod, the value will be printed. Okay, hope you get it. And here now it's not, of course, familiar, unfamiliar to you. Yes, input is a function that accepts anything from the user, dynamic, and the condition is the value will be a string. And if you want to convert it to an integer type, you have to apply eval function. You have to evaluate any value to integer type. Okay, that's why eval function is, that's what eval function does is. Yes, so input n1, eval n1, input n2, eval n2, then sum and average, sorry, product. Okay, so this is all for the time being. Let's have a quick revision. Okay, we have discussed first type. Okay, type function first for returning the type. and two methods, directly passing or indirectly passing, then value, okay, assignment operator L value equal to R value, yes. Then multiple assignments, same value to multiple variables like x equal to y equal to 0, then say multiple values to multiple variables like x comma y equal to 2 comma 3, okay, different values, yeah. Then variable names, conditions, okay. Then we have seen a program as well, yeah. So this is all for the time being. We have a lot for today, okay. So just go through all these topics, okay. Just have a thorough understanding of the theory part first, theory stuff first, then go to the practicals, okay. Yes. So just try it out, okay. So this is all for the time being. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. See you in the next video with variety of different topics, okay. Yes. Take care.